All right, let's dive right in. Today we're taking a look at a brand new application on the Solana blockchain called DOER DAPP, and its whole promise is to solve a huge headache in crypto by creating a single, simple command center for everything you do on-chain.
But first, let's start with a feeling that I'm sure many of us have had. With all this incredible technology and innovation, why is using Web3 still so, well, complicated? And let's be honest, it can be kind of scary sometimes.
And that really gets to the core of the issue, especially on a blazing fast network like Solana. You've got this amazingly powerful technology, but for the average person who just wants to use it, there's this huge gap. That's what we're talking about when we say the Solana usability gap. It's that jump from powerful to practical.
And these points right here, they just perfectly capture that frustration, don't they? You're jumping between one app to swap tokens, another one to check your NFTs, maybe a third one to vote in a DAO, and, that little heart-stopping moment when you paste a super long wallet address, just praying it's the right one, or even just trying to see all your assets in one place means opening like 3 different tabs. It's just a fragmented mess. So, what's the fix? Well, the idea is pretty simple, right? You build a single, unified command center. You bring all those separate, disjointed pieces together into one clean, intuitive interface. And that is the core mission behind DOER.
And here it is. You can see it in action. This is the main dashboard, and it's designed to be your wallet, your portfolio, your whole on-chain life, all in one spot. You've got your total balance, all your tokens, your recent activity, boom, right there. And the most important things you need to do: send, receive, swap. They're right at your fingertips. The goal here is to finally put an end to all that app hopping.
Okay, so it's not just about seeing your stuff. It's about making it way, way easier to actually do things with it. And that's what this next part is all about, taking the complication out of your on-chain actions.
I mean, just think about how it usually works. You want to swap some tokens. First, you have to find the right menu, then select the right coins, then approve the transaction, wait for a bit, and then finally confirm it. It's a whole process with a ton of clicks and a lot of moments where you're not 100% sure what's going on.
Now check this out. Instead of all of those clicks, you just type what you want to do in plain English. Swap one SOL for USDC. That's it. An AI engine figures out what you want, gives you a quick preview to make sure it's right, and you just swipe to confirm. This is a massive leap forward in how we can interact with the blockchain.
And hey, if you're more comfortable with a classic interface, they've simplified that too. On the left, you've got a swap feature powered by Jupiter, which is Solana's biggest aggregator, so you know you're always getting a good rate. And next to it, the send screen is just super clean. Address, amount, send. It's all focused on making these essential tasks fast and basically impossible to mess up.
But this is where the whole idea really starts to get bigger. It's not just about passively holding your assets anymore. It's about becoming an active participant in the entire ecosystem. And this is where DOER starts to feel like it's so much more than just a wallet.
And one of the coolest ways to get involved is by actually earning. It's a really simple 3-step process. First, you browse a marketplace of different tasks or bounties. Then, you do the work. And finally, you get paid right to your wallet. It's kind of like a gig economy, but the really cool part is that it's all transparent and happens right on the blockchain.
And this is what that marketplace looks like. There's a whole range of things you can do here, from really technical stuff like building a piece of an app to more community-focused roles. Everything has a clear reward, a difficulty level, and a deadline. And it's all verifiable on Solana.
Now, the other big piece of being a participant is governance. See, if you're holding a project's tokens, you usually have a say in its future. This interface brings those DAO proposals right into the app, so you can easily cast your vote and have a real impact on the direction of the communities you care about. So, once you're busy managing, earning, and participating, you're going to want some powerful tools to help you strategize. These next features are all about giving you total control and the confidence you need to make your moves. It really all starts with a crystal clear history. This activity feed shows you every single thing that happens with your wallet, every swap, every send, every reward you receive. And what's really important is that it also tracks any automated actions, so you have full transparency. There's zero mystery about what your assets are doing.
Okay, so when we say automation, what are we really talking about? Well, it's about setting up simple rules, or what we call smart policies, that automatically execute your strategy for you. And it all happens using secure programs that live right on the blockchain.
And this right here is the automation hub, where you can create those rules. Just look at these examples. If SOL drops below $80, buy half a SOL. Or, Automatically buy a tenth of a sol every Monday. It's basically like putting your portfolio management on autopilot, letting it carry out your strategy even when you're sleeping.
Of course, none of these incredible features would mean a thing without rock-solid security. And the most important principle here is self-custody. That means your private keys never leave your device. It's all protected by biometrics and heavy-duty encryption, and you always have complete control over which apps can connect to your wallet.
And this security dashboard is what makes all of that real and easy to manage. You get a security score, you can see every single DAPP you've given permission to connect to your wallet, and you can revoke that access with a single tap. You can even set spending limits. It truly puts you in the driver's seat of your own security.
And all of this, it all leads to the final and maybe the most powerful idea of all. When every single thing you do, every swap you make, every bounty you complete, every vote you cast, is recorded permanently on the blockchain, it's not just a list of transactions anymore. It starts to become something else. It becomes your on-chain reputation.
And this is what that identity can actually look like, a true on-chain resume. Your proof of work is, well, literally the work you've done. Your skills aren't just something you list on a profile. They're actually demonstrated and verified on the blockchain for anyone to see. This could completely change how we think about proving our skills and our experience.
So let's just end with that thought. This technology is starting to merge our financial lives with our professional reputations. It's turning a simple wallet from just a place to hold stuff into a living, breathing record of our contributions. And it really makes you think, if your wallet was also your resume, what would you want it to say about you? What would you go out and build?